As London hosted a splendid summer of...
The Queen's salary for the year ahead has been announced, and she's in a bit of luck, as she's been given a whopping £5 million pay rise. She'll receive £36.1 million from the taxpayer, up from £31 million last year. Staunch critics of the monarchy are outraged at the move.
It's inappropriate to be giving the monarch a pay rise when you're cutting benefits to millions of people, disabled people, unemployed people, by many, many millions.
For the first time this year, the Queen will be paid through the sovereign grant that's replaced the old system, the civil list, that had been in place for 250 years. The changes made in 2011 have been called major and historic reforms to the way the monarchy is funded. But for critics, the changes simply aren't enough. The sovereign grant covers the running costs of the royal family's travels and the running of the Queen's household, the Crown Estate. The Crown Estate includes a long list of palaces and stately homes, an urban portfolio owning entire streets and properties worth £4 billion, a rural area of 144,000 hectares, livestock, agriculture, shopping centres, almost all of the country's seabed, and even 55% of its foreshore. But that's not all the monarchy's wealth. The Duchy of Lancaster is a separate portfolio of land, property and assets held in trust for the Queen, and then there's her private income from her personal investment portfolio and private estates.
They should be cutting palaces, not expanding them and paying for extra services. They shouldn't be going out and travelling around the world. They just don't have the money. We don't have the money. We should take the royal support grant and put it into benefits.
But does the average Brit agree? We're told the monarchy is popular, but do the public think they should get so much money? What do you make of the Queen's £5 million pay rise?
In one word, I would say it's disgraceful, given what's happening in the country.
I'm actually okay with it. I mean, she's just celebrated a Diamond Jubilee, so I think she deserves it.
I don't really agree with it, especially since there's so many spending cuts in England and everybody else is having so many problems with the cuts that it seems a lot of money to give her.
It's a lot, but she is the Queen, and in Canada, that's a big deal.
I think when everybody else is suffering, I wouldn't say suffering, but suffering cuts and everything, it's completely unfair to announce at the same time that the Queen is getting a raise of $5 million. That's a bit insulting, I think.
A mix of opinions then, but actually most people we spoke to aren't happy with this pay rise at a time of austerity and don't want to be pinching the pounds when the Queen is getting millions. Nargis Moalleri, Press TV, London.